In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an assignment to be turned in through Turnitin.com on Canvas. And then I will also show you how to grade those assignments. So right now I am in my course and I want to create an assignment. So I'm going to go to my modules because that's how I have my course set up. And I made a module for Turnitin just to play with. So I'm going to click the plus sign right here to add a new assignment. I want an assignment, yes. Let's do a new assignment. And I'm just going to call it fake assignment. I'm going to press add item. And let's click into it to start editing the assignment. Got to click the edit button right here. In this box here, I'm going to write the directions for the assignment. And scrolling down, I want to give it a point value. So let's say this assignment is worth 50 points. Down here under submission type, I want them to submit it through Turnitin.com, which is an external tool. So I need to select external tool. And in this box here, once you click in here, you're going to get a pop-up. And you want to select Turnitin. Select. I'm going to select a due date of, let's say, how about tomorrow? If you want to add the dates that it's available here and here, this is the date it will open, this is the date it will close to the students. I'm just going to leave them blank in case anybody wants to turn in late. So I'm going to go ahead and save and publish. And it's going to show me this little section in my browser. This is for Turnitin. This is what this little symbol means, is Turnitin. So I need to set up the settings for my assignment, and I'm going to do it right here. Settings. It's easiest to just leave this right here as 100. Check your dates. You have the start date, you have the due date, and you have the feedback release date. These dates are after my Canvas due date, so they're fine as they are. If a student tried to submit this assignment after this date, they won't be able to submit the assignment. So under allow submission of any file type, I want yes, because I don't know if my students are going to use Microsoft Word or Google Docs. And I'm going to go into the optional settings. Allow late submissions, I personally am going to yes. Compare submitted papers against the following sources. The student paper repository, this would be other students in my class that it will compare them to. I'm going to keep that one checked. Institution student paper repository, I don't want checked. Current and archived websites, yes. And then periodicals, journals, and publications, yes. The next section down, originality report generation and resubmissions. If you would like your students to be able to get a report and view the percentage that was plagiarized and then be able to resubmit, you need to change this to generate reports immediately. Resubmissions are allowed until due date. This is what I think is the most useful for my class, so I'm going to select this one. Do I want to exclude bibliographic materials? Yes, because a lot of my students may be using the same sources, and that's okay. Exclude quoted materials. I'm going to say yes because I told them to quote the same article. Exclude small matches. This would be if you want to exclude matches that are, let's say, 5 words or less is what I have. You can choose the amount of words. Let's change this to maybe matches that are 7 words or less. Do you want the students to view the originality reports? Do they get to see the percentage that was similar to other assignments? I'm going to say yes. I want them to see that number so they know if they need to resubmit. Submissions to this assignment will be stored in the standard paper repository. If you want to keep your students' papers stored to compare later assignments to these ones, you definitely want to save them. If you want your students to be able to go in and do peer editing, you can select yes here. It's going to take you through other setup. We're just going to leave it as no right now. If you're interested in this, you can find out more about that from the PowerPoint. So here it asks, do we want to attach a rubric to this assignment? I want to attach a rubric, so I'm going to press on Launch Rubric Manager. From our little menu up here in the top, I can view what rubrics are already available. There's some Common Core rubrics right here. I created a copy of the 9th, 10th grade argument one, and so it shows up in my rubrics and forms right here. So I'm going to select that one. If you want to create your own, or if you want to edit one, you can duplicate the rubric, or you can create a new one. If we create a new one, it gives us the option to choose what we type in here, how many points total, the criteria, and a description here. Also, what percent do you want that to be of the paper? In each of these boxes, you're able to write what's expected to earn that point value. I'm just going to click out of here and select one that was already made. So I'm going to press cancel. I'm going to select the 9th, 10th grade argument one that I created already. Do you want to enable grammar check? I'm going to say yes. It eliminates some of the work that I have to do. And which book are we going to use? We're going to use the high school one. Right here, when you are setting this up the first time, would you like to save these options as your defaults for the future assignments? If you press yes, you don't have to go through this entire setup again. You can just double check that you want it the same. So I'm going to press yes, and I'm going to submit. So my Turnitin assignment is all completed, and it's published. So I'm going to go into one that my students actually already did. They already completed the assignment, just to show you what it looks like to grade it. So the one that my students have already done is this Celebrities Private Lives one. So in my Turnitin.com window, this is what it's going to look like after students have submitted the assignment. I have a list of the assignments. The students are right here, whatever they titled it as. I'm making a video.
Oh.
Right here would be the percentage that was similar to the other papers that it compared it to. So I'll click on this students right here. It's going to load in a new window. In this window, some of the things that I can look at, I can see she has 25% is similar to the other papers. If I click on grade mark, it's going to check her paper for grammar mistakes, which it looks like it doesn't recognize any immediately. Oh, there they are. By hovering over these, I can see what it was suggesting for each one. If I want to add some of my own comments, I can click them and drag them into the paper. Now to actually grade the assignment, I need to come down here to this little icon. This was our rubric one. And you'll see it pop up over here. I can click on these buttons. So I'm just going to choose some numbers here. Let's say these are the scores she deserves. So it calculates automatically that she got a 3.8. And that would be a 76%. So I'm going to press apply rubric percentage to the grade. It pops up out here saying she gets 76 out of 100. Let's close out of this window. And you can see it popped up right here with a 76, so that was her grade on that assignment. And the last thing I'll show you is how, so she has a 76, another student has a 72. If I go into the gradebook on Canvas, it actually populates into the gradebook for me. So now all I would have to do is transfer that into Illuminate. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any additional questions or if you wish to use the peer mark option, please check the PowerPoint for some more directions.